Welcome, students. Here we are continuing with our topic reported speech that we have discussed and we have completed in our previous class. Just having an overview of the topic, what reported speech was that we have discussed in the previous class. Reported speech is a kind of speech which tells you what someone has said. That means what has been said by the other person. And we use the reported speech to repeat information that has been missed out by somebody. We understood certain examples. The two main types of reported speech we have gone through: direct and indirect speech. Direct speech is where you quote the exact words of the speaker, and indirect speech is where you just inform or you just interpret, you just share it with the other person what the speaker has said. It is a reported speech is the report of one speaker or the writer on the words spoken, written, or thought that is by someone else. It is also called reported discourse. And reported verb is the tense that we talked about. The main verb or the reporting verb is the tense in which the sentence is being spoken. Coming to certain examples, we'll be discussing certain examples so that we get more clear. 5 or 6 questions we'll be practicing in class so that we get more clear with the concept. Question number 1 we have, Ravi said, okay, the question is visible to you on the screen. So here the question is, Ravi said, please can you give me some food to eat? And we can also see the question mark here. So here we want to tell you that this question is in direct speech. Understood? The question is in direct speech and we have to convert into indirect speech. Please remember that imaginary line that has been told and the rules that we need to follow while converting from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay. So the answer will be, the indirect speech, the answer will be, the indirect speech of this sentence will be, Ravi requested. Why requested? Now we need to understand. Because we understood in the rule, we learned in the rule that this said will be converted into requested because they are asking, and request is being conducted here, is being made here, that please give me some food to eat. So here it will be Ravi requested if we could give him some food to eat. Full stop. So here we'll see that Ravi is being copied as it is. Said, in place of said, we are writing requested. Said is the reporting verb here. The first step we need to find, it is the reporting verb. And it is in which tense? It is in past tense. When is it is in past tense, we'll see that our verb in the indirect speech should also be in past tense. That is why we see here the ed form is here. The past form of request is being written here. Now, if we could, in place of can, we are putting could. Modals we discussed: can, could, shall, should, may, might. You give me. So here me ki jagah pe we are putting him. we could give him some food to eat. Also, we understood there and we learned there in the previous class discussing when we were discussing about the rules that the question mark will be omitted in the indirect speech. From converting from the direct speech to the indirect speech, the question mark gets omitted. Omitted means deleted. Here we see the same thing. We have the full stop. We do not have the question mark here. Moving towards the question number 2. Okay, so please have a look at the question now. The servant says, comma, the tea is ready. Now, this is in which speech? This is what kind of speech? This is direct speech. The question that is being provided to us is in direct speech, and we have to convert into which speech? An imaginary line being constructed here. Imaginary line, which says that we have to convert into indirect speech. Now, the answer to this will be, the answer of this direct speech will be, or the indirect speech of this sentence will be, the servant. Before doing this, let us first find out what is the reporting verb here. What is the reporting verb here? I mean, which is the reporting verb in this direct speech? Says. Very good. This is the reporting verb here, and the reporting verb is in which tense? The tense of the reporting verb is present tense. So here, according to the rule that we have discussed in previous class, if the reporting verb is in present or future tense, there is no change at all. So here we see that in the answer, the servant says that in place of comma, we are writing that he is ready. Full stop. Why? Because in indirect speech, we know that if the reporting verb is in present or future tense, we saw that there is no change at all. Same thing is happening here. If the direct speech, we see that the servant is as it is copied here, says will be remaining same because the reporting verb will remain same. In place of comma, we have placed the conjunction that, which is also according to the rule. Tea is ready. The same present tense will be staying same. It will be exactly the way it is. Tea is ready. The servant says that tea is ready. Full stop will be the indirect speech. Coming to the third part. Okay, so here in this part of question, we see that this is in direct speech. And the reporting verb, the first step we have to find the reporting verb, that is told. The reporting verb is the word told, and here it is in past tense, simple past tense. He told me I cannot help you is the direct speech, and we have to convert into indirect speech. So the answer here will be, the indirect speech of this sentence will be, he told me yeah. The indirect speech, now we are converting to it. Here we'll see that he is as it is being copied, told is as it is being copied, me. In place of comma, we are putting that, the conjunction. I, the pronoun, is being converted into third person he. Cannot is a negative word. So here it will be could not, can, could, may, might. The modals you remember if according to the rule, may, might, can, could. So here it is cannot, so it would be could not. Help will be the same as it will be copied. And you, the pronoun, will be changed into me. So the indirect speech of this sentence will be he told me that he could not help me, full stop. Coming to the fourth part. Please have a look at question number 4. They wrote, comma, it is time we thought about settling this matter. So here the reporting verb will be, this will be the reporting verb wrote, that is in past tense. Now the answer to this direct speech, the answer of the indirect speech will be, okay, please have a look at the answer. They wrote that. In place of comma, we are putting that here, the conjunction that. It is, now is being converted. The present tense is being converted into past tense. It was time. We, the pronoun is being converted into plural. They, third person. Had thought. The past tense is being converted into perfect. Had thought about settling this. This is being converted into that, like hitter, titter, here, there. Here is being converted into there, this to that. So here, this will be converted to that. Matter, as it will be copied, and full stop. So the answer to this question will be, they wrote that it was time they had thought about settling that matter. One by one, if you will be doing it, putting this into direct speech into indirect, it would be more easy for you. Coming to the next and the last part, the fifth part of the exercise. A very simple question. The last part of this practice exercise. What do you want? He said to her. So now we'll be just writing the answer to this. Yeah. Here we get see that according to the rule also, if we see that said here as we are questioning, here we get to see the question mark. So here it will come in the answer in the indirect speech. This is the answer of indirect speech. He asked her. He said to her, it will get converted to he asked her. This will be coming here. What is coming as it is. Do you want? You will be converted to she. What she wanted, and full stop. Why full stop? Here in the last, why full stop came? Because we, according to the rule, we saw that the full stop, the question mark will be omitted when you have the question mark in the direct speech. It will be omitted in the indirect speech according to the rule. So now we'll go through a video. By going through this video, we'll get to understand more, and we'll have a quick revision of what we have done till now in this topic, reported speech. We'll have a quick revision through this.
Direct and indirect speech. There are two ways of saying what someone has said: direct speech and indirect or reported speech. Direct speech. When we quote the speaker's actual words, it is called direct speech. Examples: Mahesh said, "I am an active boy." Garima said, "I am not lazy." She said to me, "Are you a doctor?" Priya said, "I have read the story." Indirect speech. When we do not quote the speaker's actual words but tell them in our own words, it is called indirect speech. Examples: Mahesh said that he was busy. Tina said that she was not free. She asked if I were a teacher. Asha said that she had read the book. Rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. First, when the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the tense of reported speech is not changed. Example: Pankaj says, "I am a student." Direct. Pankaj says that he is a student. Indirect. Tarun says, "Nilesh is very poor." Direct. Tarun says that Nilesh is very poor. Indirect. The principal will say, "Tomorrow is a holiday." Direct. The principal will say that tomorrow is a holiday. Indirect. Manvi says, "Shakshi will write a story." Direct. Manvi says that Sakshi will write a story. Indirect. Second, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech is changed into past tense as shown in the table below. Direct speech, indirect speech. Simple present. Mehak said, "This is a good painting." Simple past. Mehak said that was a good painting. Present continuous. Rohan said, "I am waiting for Richa." Past continuous. Rohan said that he was waiting for Richa. Present perfect. Riya said, "We have done our work." Past perfect. Riya said that they had done their work. Simple past. Tarun said, "Preeti gave me a gift." Simple past or past perfect. Tarun said that Preeti gave her a gift. Tarun said that Preeti had given her a gift. Past continuous. Veena said, "I was reading a novel." Past perfect continuous. Veena said that she had been reading a novel. Past perfect or past perfect continuous. Rajat said, "We had reached early." Rajat said, "We had been waiting for 2 hours." Past perfect or past perfect continuous. No change in tense. Rajat said that they had reached early. Rajat said that they had been waiting for 2 hours. Change in tense for modal auxiliary verbs. In reported sentences, the modal auxiliaries can, may, will, and shall change to the past tense. Mohit said, "I can give you a lift." Mohit said that he could give me a lift. It may rain today, Nitya said. Nitya said that it might rain that day. Jyoti said, I will buy the book. Jyoti said that she would buy the book. We shall reach early, Father said. Father said that we should reach early. Third, if the reported speech relates to universal truths, proverbs, and historical facts, it remains unchanged. Direct speech, indirect speech. He said, the earth rotates around the sun. He said that the earth rotates around the sun. The Guru said, God is one. The Guru told that God is one. The teacher said India got freedom in 1947. The teacher said that India got freedom in 1947. Our principal said, man is mortal. Our principal said that man is mortal. Fourth, the words showing nearness of time or place in direct speech are changed into the words showing distance of time or place in indirect speech as follows. Direct speech, indirect speech. This, that, these, those, here, there, now, then, today, that day, tonight, that night, tomorrow, the day after, yesterday, the day before. Said and told. Remember the rules for the use of the reporting verbs say and tell. We use tell if the reporting verb is followed by the name of the person or a pronoun used for that person being spoken to in direct speech. Karan said to me, you should participate in the competition. Karan told me that I should participate in the competition. However, when the person being spoken to is not mentioned after the reporting verb, we use say. Karan said, it is a holiday. Karan said that it was a holiday. Fifth, for changing interrogative sentences into indirect speech, the following rules are to be followed. First, in reporting a question in the indirect speech, the introductory verb is changed into ask, inquire, demand, or some other words having a similar meaning. Second, using whether and if. We use whether or if to introduce the reported speech of the question begins with auxiliary verbs such as are, is, am, was, were, do, does, did, have, had, will, am, or may. Third, the interrogative form is changed into the assertive form. Fourth, the same word is used for introducing the reported speech if the question begins with an interrogative pronoun or adverb such as what, who, which, whom, when, where, how, and why. Examples: Vinay said to me, "Do you play football?" Direct. Vinay asked me if I played football. Indirect. Aman said to me, "Have you finished your work?" Direct. Aman asked me if I had finished my work. Indirect. The teacher said to me, "What is your name?" Direct. The teacher asked me what my name was. Indirect. Sixth, imperative sentences. In reporting commands and requests, the indirect speech is introduced by some verbs expressing command or request, and the imperative mood is changed into the infinitive. We use words expressing command or request as the reporting verb: ordered, commanded, shouted, or demanded. Shut the door, Mother said. Mother ordered us to shut the door. To shut, the infinitive. Aditya said to Ram, "Please help me." Aditya requested Ram to help her. To help, the infinitive. Richa ordered the gardener to water the plants. Seventh, optative sentences.
Okay, so after watching this video and having a quick revision through this, we are done with the topic reported speech. Thank you, class. Have a nice day.